Along with our main crop, there are certain undesired plants that grow with our main crop. These undesired plants, these undesired plants which grow with our main crop are called as weeds. These weeds compete with our main crops for the various factors such as water, nutrients, space, and sunlight. Due to the unavailability of all these factors, the growth of our main crop get affected. Sometimes these weeds also release toxins which are hazardous for our main crop and also dangerous for the animals and human beings. So, we should remove these crops from our cropland. The removal of weeds from the cropland is known as weeding. The method of or the process of weeding should be done before flowering of the main crops. Weeding can be done by the various ways, or we can also control the growth of the weeds by the various ways. First is tilling. The tilling can be done before sowing, which can help to uproot and kill the weeds. Another method is manual removal of the weeds with the help of khurpi or seed drill. Also, we can use the diluted weedicides chemical substance which can be sprayed with the help of sprayer. Some examples of weedicides are 2,4-D and methacholar. As these weedicides are toxic in nature, we should be careful while using and handling these weedicides. Before spraying it on the crops, we should cover our face and nose properly. Another practice is harvesting. The process of cutting the mature crop is known as harvesting. The crops are pulled out from the land or they are just cut above the ground with the help of sickle and harvester. These harvested crops after cutting contain moisture, so they are sun dried. These harvested crops then are separated from the grain seeds. This process of separating the grain seeds from harvested crop is called as threshing. This is done with the help of thresher. Also other machine like combine can also be used for this purpose. It is a combination of harvester and thresher. After this, the stems of the crops are stored as a hay. This is used as a fodder. Fodder is nothing but food for cattle. After the harvesting, the winnowing is done where the farmers take the small land, holding the small land, separates the chaff from the grain seeds. The chaff being lighter in weight flow with the winds and the grains being heavier get separated. I hope you are clear with the concept of harvesting. Once the grains are separated from the crops, the another and the last task in the agriculture practice is storage. In order to store these food grains for a long period of time, we need to protect these food grains from moisture, insects, rats, and microorganisms. If the fresh crops contain moisture, then we need to remove this moisture by drying it in the sunlight, that is dried grains. But if we store these crops without drying, then the microorganisms may grow on them. This may cause in the non germination of the seeds. The storage of the food grains can be done in the various ways. For Storing these dried food grains, we can use jute bags and the metallic bins on the small scale. But on the large scale, these dried food grains can be stored in the silos and the granaries, where the special care is taken to protect this food grain from the rats and insects. At our home, we can use dried neem leaves for storing these food grains. Various corporations such as Food Corporation of India, that is FCI, and State Warehousing Corporation, that is SWC, offers the farmers the large godowns where they can keep their food grains in these large godowns. The special chemical treatment is given in these large godowns so as to protect the food grains from the various microbes. Now, here we have completed with all the agricultural practices. We will last we will learn now the last topic, that is animal husbandry. Food from animals. We get not only food from the crops but also from the animals in the form of milk, egg and meat. Cow, buffalo, she goat and she camel are the major source of the milk. Also, fish is a major source of food in the coastal region. In order to get this various type of food from these animals, we need to provide food, special care and shelter to these animals. The caring and rearing of these animals for the food is and other product is known as animal husbandry. So here we end with the chapter. I hope you all are clear with all the concepts. If you have any doubt, please share. Thank you.